And you got my text about next week.
On soft.
Oh, okay. Starting next week, we're going back to Tuesdays and Thursdays. Because not many people show up on Mondays and Wednesdays. Sometimes nobody shows up on Mondays and Wednesdays. That was a 6-month experiment that really didn't work out too good. Now in. Good morning. Michael is on his way. Grab a sandwich and I'll be ready. Hey, wait. And roll your neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shoulders back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right arm back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Left arm back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Waist twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Knees close in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Knees far apart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And hamstring. See? How's things at work? How's things at work? Who's your manager? Larry. What was his last name? I don't know if I know him or not. Sherrod told me that Mo moved to a different building. Mo Hamid, he was your first, your second level.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I liked him all right.
Pretty fair guy. Could be kind of an asshole, but when you're in that position, sometimes you need to be an asshole.
Yeah.
Right foot out.
I have to stretch in there.
Huh?
I said I have to do stretching in there.
The more flexible you are, the better off you are in your life. Your best. Flip it over. Towel pose. Cobra. Alright. Let's see, you're working on something. All right. We'll have you start on Bob up here. I gave Bob Fist to Fury. See how that works out. You start the fan on you? Some people like it, some people don't.
So,
Now then. All right. Let's do back fist cross combination.
so it's pretty.
Stand up. Back fist cross. 10 on each side.
lead jab or rear hook? Lead jab, rear. So do both hooks. Go do the JKD hook from here and the boxer's hook from here. So when you're going over an arm, that's the boxer's hook. And when you're doing it from your hip, that's the JKD. But go through, don't just stop. Go through. There you go. All right, that's it. Good. All right. Back this hinge down to the groin. Oh. Two up. There you go. Alright. Back with, let's see. Where are we? Lead back this lead hook. Go. Back this cross, lead strength. So, boom, up. Now put a little hesitation on that last one. There you go. Because you don't know where he's going to go once you hit him. Now you have to chase him down to hit him that third time. Couple. Straight. All right, other side. Straight hit. Back fist cross lead hook. Make a couple of shots to the body. Eight. All right. Five. Back fist cross uppercut.
7. 8. Nice. All right, other side. 5. 9. 10. All right. Bet this cross, lead palm hook. 5. 10. All right, inside. 5. 10. All right. Last one of these. Bet this cross, lead elbow, horizontal elbow. 5. Other side. 1. Let's see, there's 6 knee strikes. No. You can start with the rear ones, that's fine. 2, 3, but don't change your stance. 1, 2, 3. Go for your lead leg.
So with the lead, you go with the lead one. Oh,
So
so
do-
I was doing this.
Right.
Okay.
So do with the lead first, and then your back, and then switch leads. Do your lead, and then your back. Okay. Now your rear. Now switch your leads. Now lead left. And your rear. All right, side stomp kick.
Other side.
You don't feel no pain. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Woo, two more. Oblique.
So.
Yep. Six. 10. All right, other side. One more. Side. Go forward. Side. Try to get it. When they drop it,
More in here.
yep. Give him to the body. There you go. Nice. Good. Seven. Other side. Side kick to the dick would hurt. Spinning back. Woo. Try to kick him in the butt, belly at least, if not higher. You're pretty flexible, so I know you can get higher. The more comfortable you are kicking high, the easier it is to kick low. Nice. Lower your center of gravity. You're standing really far up whenever you throw the kick. Drop it down a little bit. You won't be losing your balance. See? Much better balance. Strong kick. You brought yourself back up, and that's why you lost your balance.
Hey.
Hello. Want to warm up a little bit? Go ahead.
Murphy's Law,
His phone's out. He didn't know.
Oh, okay.
Yep, two more. Other side. Well, you missed a good party Saturday.
Yeah.
Shaylene's husband came in. He actually brought her ashes, so she was here with us.
I just realized that the mayor played.
Yeah. He's mayor, major city.
Yep.
He had to do something for not the Humane Society, but it was another dog thing.
Oh, okay.
And it might have been his campaign manager.
Maybe.
Take a little higher if you can. Dip down a little bit lower. Five. That's good. Good. Because you're upright. Yep. Two more. I like that you're stepping down towards him rather than falling back away from him. Gives you an opportunity to hit him. There you go. Nice. All right, next one. Birdie foot side kick. Yep. Now, burning foot can apply to front kick, hook kicks, side kicks. Burning foot applies to anything where you want to make up distance.
That's nuts.
That one wasn't very good. Yep. Hook, side kick.
Next time.
Burning foot side kick.
So, I have it. Okay.
There you go. Five. That's good. A little higher if you can. Oh. Hit him on the way down. He comes back. There you go. Other side. You kicked it with your ankle. That hurt.
No, I got it right. I got it. I just it didn't get much power I want.
Get the
That
bottom of
ain't
your foot
left.
engaged.
Anyway.
Make sure you're kicking the flat of your foot, so turn your butt more towards it. Okay. Lefts are a little different. Turn your butt a little bit more towards him. Timing was off on that one. A little bit more butt. It's more of a back kick really than it is a side kick. There you go. That's a good kick though. One more. Funny about me, I only count the good ones. Lead hook kick.
Lead hook.
There you go. Other side. Extend your foot a little bit more. Extend your leg a little bit more. You're kind of kicking on the surface of your foot here. Bring it back. There you go, that's much better. Good kicks. You can destroy somebody's leg that way. So you're here. Wham! Yeah, imagine that. Power hook kick with your back foot. So you're going to be here, all the way around. Make sure you kick high enough. That's going to hurt your foot.
Try starting off slightly further away. You'll, right now you're not, you don't have enough space to turn your hip all the way around. So your hip should be facing this direction when you kick. Yeah, so, because this way you're having to bring this forward a lot more. So yeah, if you give yourself more space to rotate, you'll get more power.
Shoot something like that.
Yeah, just reach out a little further and you'll have it.
March yourself on these.
Yeah.
Two more. Come on. Other side. Right? 5. Two more. Shuffle with your fingers.
Alright. Okay. Shovel hook. You're a little too far away. That would, so shuffle just means you're here and you just step up to the back of the kick. Ouch. Inverted.
Break his balls.
Where did that?
Okay.
So you start with the right foot forward, and then you are kicking this way. Yeah. The reason you're having issues is because your hip is actually moving away from it as you're kicking. So you're going like that. So instead, think of it more like a forward step. Over here, kick out and put it down there. That's better. Now you just work on snap the knee.
The thing, you're going a little too far forward. Yeah, this is a real close in kick.
Yeah.
You're not doing this. You're not doing this kick from here. You're doing this kick from here. Oh,
Yep.
It's just a real easy clap.
It's a little thing. Yeah. You're just trying to get around their leg.
Yeah, don't put too much.
Start in your good fighting stance.
Don't put too much effort onto it.
And just pick that piece. There you go. Yeah. Okay, and switch. Yeah.
I feel better with my left, you see, like.
A lot of people do.
Some people have a dominant. Their dominant foot is better than their dominant. Is different from their dominant hand. The cool thing about that kick, so like face me in that left-hand stance, is the kick also sets you up perfectly for follow-ups. So if I dink you in the groin right there, the opponent is going to move their hips back to cover, putting all their weight on that back foot, which sets me up, bam, right there into that leg. So you can go bing, and hit right there into that back leg, just like that, and they are on the ground. Very easy motion. Yeah. Okay. Pendulum kick. Yeah. So pendulum kick, that's where you're here this far away, then kick, and then put it back.
Okay.
Try not to freeze. So just go up. Good. Okay. Try the other leg. Oops. Try hitting with heel, and don't try to just like what's happening that I'm noticing is you're coming in like this, and your front foot is actually swinging like this in an arc. It should be more of a little side kick. So you come in like this with this foot, and it's like that instead. It'll be a little faster, and like that's what I'm worried about is you're tending to touch with your toe. That's a great if you hit with your toe on this, it's a great way to twist your ankle on someone's shin. So try instead to hit with heel. just a little tip on this. Getting back out is just as important as getting in. So when you do that, step in, you kick, and then pull back. So part of the exercise is we do that kick, which turns us sideways, and then we put it back and we're facing the enemy again. So we come in, kick, and put it back. Slow it down. Yeah. Smoothness is much more important than speed, especially on a newer technique. Okay, that's all your things. So were you just going down the list, or did you start with these?
Going down the list.
Okay,
We did everything above that.
good. So I learned how to get free stuff at Quick Trip if you have no shame. Gal went up to the counter with ahead of me, and they were helping other people for, not kidding, 15 seconds. And then she said, "So I guess I'm invisible. I mean, you're just helping everyone else and not helping me." And then he said, "This drinks aren't enough to go." And so she just took it and left. It's like, bad idea. Because now she knows, if I throw a fit, I get free drinks.
Oh, she's
There we
probably
go.
done that before.
Yep. But like, seriously, 15 seconds. That's how long her patience meter is. Okay. Okay, now we've got entering to striking 1 through 8. That could work on Bob or me.
Whatever you'd like to do.
Alright. So, the first thing that you're going to do is opponent's just going to be standing in a fighting stance, and so are you, probably a little further away. Because part of this is bad guys here, and you are just going to, this is you attack. So that's what we're practicing, is closing the distance and attacking. So, first thing you're going to do is you're just going to rush in and strike in the face. Nothing else, just punch.
Okay.
Good. Yep. So try that one more time. Give me a little bit, get a little bit closer. Because at the range that your punch went, you probably would have digged in the nose a little bit. So we want to get closer, so that when we punch, it would go all the way through. So we're here. So you just pull it before it gets there, but it's very obvious you had the room to go all the way through. Good. Okay. Then left hand, same thing. Good. Okay. Now let's try. Okay, so now their defense is a little bit tighter. So now you're going to do Tansao harmonious spring with the lead. There you go. Good. One more. Good. Other side. Let me see something. There it is. Okay, so there's a little bit of difference between this. What you just did with that one is actually later in the list. What you did was a cut across it. And so for this one, what we're doing is we're actually pulling it down and then hitting. And so then there's a next one which is just jamming straight across. Yeah. So this one you actually hook it down and then pull it. There you go. One more time. Good. I do have a little tip for you. You have a very big tell right before you attack, and it's you go right there, right before you attack, and so it's about a second before you actually move. So try to kill that. Okay. The next one is ton check and hit. So just like
Oh.
3 ton check hit. Yep. Be a little bit more aggressive. What happened there? The only reason that felt funny was that you bounced off into this. So if you keep this here like that, then you'll have much more to work with. When you engage at the time, don't move it because it wants to be on the way right here. Yeah, then all you got to do is clear the road, and then you can fire the bunch. Yeah. Okay. Other side. Okay. Doesn't matter to strike.
Okay.
But make sure
that
you
left is always going to be that.
make sure you commit to whatever the strike is.
Yeah. I know the left going to be this. I know that.
All right. Now you've got ton and cut across strike. So that one is basically you're engaging and then you just bulldoze through the guard and hit them.
You said it.
So you have to muscle through my guard in order to move it out of the way for your punch to get there.
So
It's one hand. Yep. Nope. Let me give you an example. So hold up a close guard for me. I'm literally going, rah! And I'm just blasting through it.
oh,
Yeah. Yes. Yep. Good.
Don't drink that water.
What's wrong with it?
It just tastes whole.
Something's funny.
It just tastes whole. I'll keep on not girl listening to that.
Okay. You would be in the water cooler. Okay. Good. Okay. Then you got back fist to the hand, then a check and a punch. So it's like top pin punch, but it's back fist to pin punch.
oh, to the end.
Yes.
Okay.
So
I think
how-
head first. So I'm like,
The best way to practice this on a person who you don't want to not want to play with you anymore is just smack with your fingers. That it's pretty easy to turn this into this. So if I'm practicing this, I do that. So then if it's a real fight, then it's just this. It's just here. Yeah. So that will represent your back fist. Keep in mind that if you back fist somebody in the back of the hand, their first reaction is this.
yeah.
So you will have to get in there in order to do that. Good. Now, a little thing about it too is you don't need to press on that pin real hard. You only need to stop it from coming up. Because the goal of the pin is to stop them from blocking your punch. So you don't need that because it just pushes them away. So all we need is we broke their hands, and now we want them, in case maybe we failed or something like that, or it didn't break, it just dinged it. We need to stop them from blocking this. Like say if I didn't do the pin. So your hands are out. If I went bam and then went like this, you have plenty of opportunity to just throw this up and stop it. So I want to make sure that you can't, but don't use more energy than you have to. As long as this is here, if you try to come up, it's too late. This is going to get there before you can fight through my hand. So just touch it here and don't let it rise. But no need to force it against their side. Good. Good. Okay, left. Good. Okay.
When I washed those bottles out when I got them, I used hydrogen peroxide.
Oh,
I don't think I must not have got it all out.
tastes a little funny.
It's not gonna hurt anybody, but it tastes funky.
Yeah, it makes people question.
Yeah, I used to drink hydrogen peroxide in water.
Yeah,
It's good for your blood, oxygenate your blood, but
Yeah.
I don't want people doing that.
Yeah.
All right, this is gonna be a mess. Because I gotta flip this fast.
you know.
I don't know.
Oh, no, you got
You
it.
got it. Man, it was easy.
I read something that that Gwyneth Paltrow put out that you knowing your stuff will think is real funny.
Okay.
She has that stupid website Goop, which is full of stuff that doesn't work,
Okay.
but it's like holistic. It's allegedly holistic stuff, but it's all the pseudoscience crap that it has no evidence behind it.
Oh, right.
Or the evidence actually says the opposite.
Right.
And what she put on there is just like how I start my day healthy. I have my glass of alkaline water with a spritz of lemon in it.
There's nothing wrong with alkaline water.
No, it's the lemon.
Oh.
Adding acid to an alkaline makes it not alkaline anymore.
Right. Well, that's true.
So she takes her alkaline water and makes it regular water.
Makes it just
Yeah. That's hilarious. It's like, do you pay attention in chemistry at all? Okay, so now you got,
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I have to do that to my fish tank every now and then.
yeah,
I have to add acid to it because it's too alkaline.
yeah, pH stuff is complicated.
That is.
Don't get it right, it throws off everything. You get like farming, pH
Oh, yeah.
in soil.
Well, in your blood.
Yeah. Although I have read you gotta be, like some people like if you're drinking like say, oh, alkaline water is good, so I will drink it all the time.
No, you shouldn't drink it all the time.
It'll give you, it'll start affecting your bone density after a while.
Yep.
Okay. Give you osteoporosis when you're really young.
Okay, that's better.
Yeah. Okay, so now that you've got opponent is in the opposite stance from you. So if you're right-handed, I will be left. So this one is rear check and punch to the face. Rear check. Good. Okay. Now, a thing I would recommend, just because in a fight, your hands start moving so fast, you want to watch them being in each other's way. So you actually kind of rolled that like this, which means that if you do that faster, you got a chance of punching your own hand or getting it caught. So instead, don't roll it. Go like this. So I reach if you're left-handed. So here in front of you, I'm going to try to draw a line to here. Might have to adjust my body a bit. That's going to be like this. So that way this hand never gets involved with blocking this one's way. And then this one can fly out fast. So draw, wait. Yeah, you started to draw it to the side and then it crossed. So if you got it here, let's stand right in front of you. Got this, draw a line to here. Yeah, there you go. That way your right hand never gets in the way. Good. Good. Now that's not to say that you always have to go off to the side, something like that. It just means that no matter how you move it, yeah, you just don't want to do this with it because things get caught. Yeah. Okay.
It will be in cup.
Now you are left-handed and I'm right. So it's rear hand, complete punch. Good. Start off with your rear hand not so far out. Right now your rear hand is way out here because you're getting ready to use it. Yeah, back here a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Guys, one more time. A little bit more towards me and less down. because the reason is if you push this down, all I have to do is raise my elbow in order to block your punch. So a little bit more this direction. Yeah, a little higher up on the arm level too. Yeah, if you do that, it'll be more solid. Okay. All right. Now you've got lead hook punch to hand, rear lop sal, lead punch. So same as before, just slap it.
Same.
Like you would do you'd be hook punching the back of my hand with that hand.
Oh.
Hook punch.
Oh. So.
Yeah. No, it's like two pop lock back fist, but we're doing punch lock back fist. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah, keep in mind if you punch somebody in the hand, they're going to go eh, and so you're going to have to grab this and then get it. Grab it.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Let me give you an idea. So going in here, I'm going to go punch.
Wow.
Yeah. Follow the big do rather because this would be just kind of this would be a different technique, and it would that would sting, but it's not that is not strong enough to cause structural damage, and if we can break those bones, we want to. Good. Okay. Other hand. Good. On your left hand, you're punching like this. Yeah, try not to do that. I don't want your lesson about that to be jamming your thumb. Yeah, because we've had a few people who we warned them, and then eventually they jammed their thumb, and then you're like, okay, so now you know, and then they don't do it again. But yeah, pain works, but we prefer it not to. Right. Not to have to. Okay, now we got lead wampa rear punch. So your right hand on left, and then your lead hand is going to trap. You're going to have to come in, grab this, and put it on your shoulder, and then punch with that. Yeah. Good. Now, if you have their hand, don't let go of it. So, do practice. Only let go of it when you're done and starting over. I just wanted to make sure that letting go of it right after is not part of your technique. Good. Yeah, see right there. Don't let go of it.
Yeah, I'll go and do so.
The reason is there's too many opportunities to be had if you've got control of one of their limbs. So you have that. We don't want to let it go just to punch them in the ribs. Only let go if there's a better opportunity. Go for face. Good. Okay, other side. Good. Okay. All right. Then you've got lead jet harmonious swim. Jet. Lead jet. Jet.
Pull his hand out of the way.
Oh.
Yeah.
So basically what I did first time, go. When I
Well, yes, but this time it's
bad.
okay.
It's hitting.
Okay.
Right. Grab one of these from both of these.
Okay.
Grab those other two.
Okay.
I'm just gonna use city water.
Okay. the opponent's hands are up, and you use your fingers or your hand, but usually your fingers is faster, to jerk on it so that you're lowering their guard to let you hit. So it's less committed than that, but it's just a quick, and then you pop up their face. But come in when you do, otherwise you won't be in range. More like this and less this. Oh, so nope, you go curl the fingers. Actually, like use these knuckles, not these. Yeah, there you go. So that way, now you pull with your elbow like that, and it's stronger. Yeah. And it's just a fast little thing, but you pull like this, not this. Yes, feel that? Yes. Okay. Try that again. Good. Good. Now, unless you're doing panther paw consciously, then, well, here's my thought. Panther paw on the face right here is gonna hurt you. So that, as you think about this, you're hitting teeth and cheekbone with that. So that's what you're gonna hit. So by doing a full fist, if you're hitting here, you got more chance of hitting jaw and things like that. You see how it bridges it better. Panther paw is better against soft things, or a gap that you can't get through, like underneath the chin. That. Okay. So if you're like throat punches almost never happen, but this totally happens. Yeah. Okay. Other side. Good. A little bit more down with the elbow. Good. Good. Okay. Now lead hop, lead hook, kick. Lead. So that's good. Do left hand for me. Good. So what we're doing is we're freaking somebody out that we're breaking their guard. So let's see your hands are up. And so I'm going to smack this out of the way to make them think that I'm about to punch them in the face. Like maybe I did get a hit by doing that, so now they're really panicked about that. Or at the very least I got close and it's freaking out. And so what I'm going to do instead, this time, is I'm going to smack this out of the way and then keep them. So they're worried about their hands. Bam, and then we hit them where they can't even see it. Oh, okay. Yeah. Watch your target on that though, because on that one you hit butt level and that's not going to hurt anybody. So you want to target me at that bit. Good. Now, when you do that, this is something where you want to reach out with the leg. You don't want to do this and then have to shuffle in and hit. So you want to be at a pretty close range on this. So you'll be in here, and then all you have to do is let the Paxao turn you. Yep. Make sure you don't turn all the way. Still again. Yes. Okay. Switch. Now, sell the fake. Make sure that you're, because like in the heat and speed of a fight, if you just barely touch my hand, I'm not gonna notice. You have to make me worried about my guard. So you have to really smack my hand out of the way so that I'm focused on crack, get my hands back up, and then that leaves the opening. Faster. Like let me show you. So you're left hand, I'm right. That's what I'm talking about. So it's boom. Good. That's it. Okay. Okay. And that's it for you for entering striking. Okay. I'll lead leg traps. Leg trap. Yes. So leg trap is where you know these. What? And 2. Yep. 3. 3. Try that again. There you go. Make sure you follow up with a head on. Okay, so little thing, you're pushing before, like you're kind of using me as a balancer, which meant that it was actually pushing me away from you. So don't rely on holding on to me to maintain your balance. So do this without pushing your hands on my back, so that way you can turn and throw punches right away. Slow it down. One more time. Come in. I see it. Engage first, and then do it. Okay. You're here. Now go across, and go across a lot further. There you go. Okay. Yeah. Good. And did you see what the message that Steve sent out, that video of what happens when you get hit in the back of the head real hard? Okay. It's just something to keep in mind to show the power of the power and danger of hitting somebody in the back of the head. So you gotta keep it in mind that it can do this. Okay. Look at that. That was all it took for this. Complete brain damage.
You want to go get those other two?
Yes. Yeah. So that single hit does all that. So we just consider change where you put punch in the back of the head and put it over on near termination.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Put it right beside it.
Yeah, let's stand them up, don't let them down. I'm not absolutely sure that those caps will come off, but just like that. I'll take care of it. Push it up. There you go. There you go. Thank you.
Okay, then the last leg check.
Man, the mosquitoes out there. Kill me.
Yeah, final leg check. Almost. Okay. How do you do it? Well, the reason it felt funny was your angle was a little too steep. You pulled it about to your 7 o'clock, and I'd say pull it about to your 8 o'clock instead. Not 9 o'clock, but maybe there.
Towards Bob.
Yeah, it's still a little too steep, right? Oh, I see. You're not getting your foot around behind you, so that's why it's slipping off. There you go. Okay, and then we've got three break holds. Good. I would say, so you have the right idea, but get your whole body into it. Somebody grab your neck, don't just. So go, show me some prejudice for that. Don't even worry about that again. There you go. That's not to say don't raise your hand. So be fighting time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll do this.
Yeah, just put it up. Yeah. Good. Because they're gonna let go if you pop in the nose like that. Okay. Let's see. So, good.
A lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff. So, that required a lot of effort. So like you're standing there, and if I get you around.
Hit him in the nuts.
Oh,
Well, you can do that.
ow.
Swing a back fist. Sorry, swing a hammer fist into it. Right.
Yeah. Yep. As soon as you've got this, you've got a hit, and then you turn and you get the shoulders turned, you're out. And then at that point, what you want to do is turn towards them and then just attack.
So let him grab you.
Okay.
Grab him from behind like you're gonna pick him up.
So that's the first thing. And then from here, it's just gonna turn here and fight. Main thing is to not lose your balance. So you notice the first thing I did was getting very solid right here. Yes.
Well, he actually stepped a bit forward.
Yeah, stepping forward helps it, which is what you're gonna do anyway. So main thing is go with their energy, because nobody likes stand here. Nobody does. Catch it. No, nobody does that.
No, it's a
The first thing that hits is always bam. You hit the chest. The chest hits first.
And
So
then
now
swing
you're
back-
already starting to turn.
Swing back
So
with
you
that
got
left.
hit, and then now it's fight time. There you go.
And you can bring that hook kick around and bust his knee, all kinds of stuff.
The thing that I always tell people is if you feel like if you're out in public, what are the chances that this is friendly? Pretty rare. And so if your good friend who you haven't seen in 10 years greets you by tackling you, they deserve to get hit in the jaw before you realize who it is. Because that's not okay. You don't do that.
It
But
will be a lesson for him.
not in public. You know, if you're
Oh,
He's
his
proud
bedroom-
of me like that.
Of his bedroom gymnastics, that's a completely different.
oh yeah, that's it. If you're surprised by another person being there, that
Hit him in the face.
no, I'm saying during bedroom gymnastics, there's suddenly another
Somebody's not paying
person,
attention.
a wild third appeared. Okay, one more break hold. That should be you. Okay, so
Or
I did that one. Yeah. So
correct.
there you go.
Now,
The thing about that is-
is your natural response to kick somebody? My natural response is not. Boom!
Yeah. The thing about that is that, like as happened there, when you kicked, so do that kick again. When you kicked, you actually had a tendency to slide off the side. So your kick went through, it scuffed me, and then I'm right here. So I was like, you gave me a little bit of advantage, and you pissed me off. So in this case, try something a little bit more debilitating. So they grab you here, try, yeah, something that's going to make me let go. Bam, oh, yep.
I can see that.
The good old armpit punch.
Can't work.
I know, but I was like, what, I don't know if you saw what he did. He grabbed the wrist and he went, no, you're relaxed. He went, give me it.
Raised it up.
Yeah, right then.
Made a target.
Yeah. I'm going for that armpit. Yeah.
Not one too.
Yeah. takedown techniques with combat applications. So, the requirement here is making a call down with some sort of wrapping or tripping something motion. I'm trying not to limit you because you can do a giant lock, you can do a throw,
As long as you take them down to the ground.
and if it's a joint lock, slow down time. Meaning on me. Because you can go break and then break the wrist, but let's not do that. Yeah, so if you get a hold of something and are gonna take me down with it, slow down and set me down. Okay, so combat application, meaning we're here, and then you're going to attack and do something to make you fall. So, what I would suggest on that is the fact that you got both of my legs hitched it up a bit.
Yeah.
It probably would have worked a little better if you only got one. It's
But
oddly enough, I'm saying so you don't have to aim that far. If you only got one and then pulled me across it, I would have fallen. But there you go. See, much smoother. Yeah, people in general, like they will throw their weight back if they feel something's going to cut out both legs. But they will tend to roll with it if you make them spin. So a spinning takedown is going to be easier than just bam and take their legs both straight out. Okay. So another. Sometimes. There you go. Yeah. Okay. What if I'm lifting? I don't know why you copied me, but okay.
Right.
Almost, I was stuck in
Not too
front of
far.
him. I was stuck in front of him and pushed it forward.
Think about this. What does the energy of your strike do? So you went, you had left hand here, and you went right here. So that causes people to bend over. So then you were trying to then go, and now go the other way. So if instead you go bend over, get on the floor, it's
Okay.
easier because they're already going that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Your sweeps are very solid. Okay. Now, to joint lock techniques with combat applications. So this one, yeah, these two, yes. Yeah, as soon as you get the hold, slow down. So you enter with combat application just means that we're here and then we fight. And then you've got to do something which involves a joint lock. But it does not mean do it as fast as you can. So let's see what you got. Too complicated. What I always say is if I have to reach for something, don't do it. So like if I was like this and then I had to go that too, no, not gonna work. So get a hold and then start moving in the same direction, basically.
Whoa! Oh, there we go.
Surprised you.
Yeah. Most people don't do that direction. Chris had a long Japanese name for that, to go around that way. Okay. Yeah, no. So remember that this is your
Yeah, that's all. So you know, y'all just let go. Like,
And if you're in here, all you gotta do is go down.
okay.
There's absolutely nothing wrong, push them all the way down. Nothing wrong with using your strength.
Okay.
Kick control was developed by a small guy, but he was strong with the knobs.
So if you had lopsided here, then I had that, yeah. And then you pass it over, yeah. So, okay, so like with that, here's the easiest joint lock attack that you can do. Lock, punch, bam, go attack that elbow.
Yeah,
That's it. That's
so
about-
it's like, bam, bam.
That's the fastest that you can do on a really non-compliant person. On somebody who doesn't have a lot of nerve and their hands are open, you can just grab a thing, yeah, and do that.
That's a joint lock.
But if somebody is really serious about this fight, they're just gonna yank their hand away if you try that. So if it's full combat, lock, punch, elbow is about the fastest thing. Now, I like the strike, but then I want you to apply it. Just apply it in about that speed. Yeah, see, and that's why. So the reason that didn't work very well is because your wrist, this hand was going down along with it. So it felt like this. It was mildly uncomfortable, but this needs to actually go the other way. See that?
Draw it toward you.
I actually pull it against my arm like this. Like I'm holding this and then this is the knife and it's going to cut through it. There you go. Push down more with this. There you go. Yep.
Now
A little
remember,
too high.
remember joint locks, they shouldn't be complicated.
No.
If you hit, that's a joint lock, right? That's a joint lock. These are joint locks. Those are joint breaks.
Right.
Alright. That's a complicated one in my opinion, but it's super easy to do.
Depends on how
I've
drunk
got
they are.
this one, and I've got this one.
Yeah.
And I've got that one.
Yes.
So keep them simple, really. You're here, like, you're heading like this. Okay. 4. Okay. Lift and pull that. Lift, pull down. Now, here, this is not to teach a guy a lesson. This is to open his ass up.
Yeah.
There you go.
So now, let's make sure that you add to it that the joint lock is not defiant. So whenever you do a joint lock that's like that, follow it with what's next. So if you get this, what's next is bam. So
Yep, right there.
that way, if you ever do it in a fight, you won't go, now what? So because there's some joint locks or joint breaks which end it. Like the ones that go bam and put them on the floor and then you can just kick them. But something like that where it's like it holds them in an awkward position, you gotta immediately take advantage of it because like if you have that there, like this the one you just did. So here, this, you've got that and
But he can get out of it pretty
if you
easy.
don't do anything, if you just try to lecture me, it's like I've got this and now I'm out.
Right.
So it's or like even easier, even if somebody does this. Like that's what somebody's a drug is gonna do if you don't do something with it.
Yeah.
So you get them there and that gives you this moment where their body's like this, and that's when you hit whatever's most vulnerable. Oh, don't explode it.
Don't let go. Use your feet.
So you got both hands here, you've got them locked up. That's where you got, and you can disrupt.
Just kick their legs up from under them.
Yep. Now, don't glue to it either. Here, let me show you. So, like we got to here, we got this. This is gonna be good for one hit, one really good hit. Because when you destabilize their footwork, they're gonna fall down, they're gonna trip, you're not gonna be holding on to this anymore. So it's bam, one good hit, and then do some more stuff. Yeah. There you go. Yep, that's probably how it's gonna work. Yep. Okay. Let's see.
Joint locks are only limited to however many joints you have and your imagination.
Yep. And it is possible.
Just keep them real simple.
Yes, because it is possible to get really lost in the weeds with them.
Oh, yeah.
And because like there are joint locks that have 7 steps to get into, and so it's like, well, if I'm fighting a coma patient, then I'll be able to do that. But like, there's one where, what was it? We somehow ended up like this upside down here, and then they grab this and go wheel and twirl it like a helicopter.
Yeah, you did some weird shit.
Yeah, it was like it was here, and then it was like wrong, and then in.
Too many steps.
Like that. It's like, what? They just stand there and let you do this? It's like, that's why punch
So
is
yeah,
better.
joint locks are only to give you a moment that you can kick or hit. That's all they're for. Otherwise, the joint breaks, and if you break somebody's joint, they're going to probably not want to fight you anymore.
I had a thought come to me. It's like JKD is like a caveman who learned finesse. So it's like the attitude of caveman, which is no like.
Right.
Like go do the most simple thing, but you learned how to be. You already learned how to be sharp with it. So now it's no like, but with a needle,
Right.
instead of a club. But sometimes a club too. Okay, so now we've got one choke with combat application. Have you done any before?
Any of the chokes?
Yes. No?
I'll probably have, but.
Okay. So, what do you think is a good starter B?
No, that's pretty complicated. Other side or stomach.
Okay. All right.
And I Levi was having them do a bob, which is fine. If you want to do that.
We can
Remember,
try.
Bob tried to break my nose.
Yeah, we can try. I want him to have the combat application, I think. So, let's do stomach choke. That tends to be the most easy.
Stomach.
No, it's a choke using the stomach. So, but it's actually not really a choke. It's a rip their head clean.
All of these chokes are terminations. You're trying to break their neck.
Yes.
Oh.
Yep. So, and this one you will see why.
It's called chokes.
Stomach choke.
A stomach choke.
Yeah.
You're using your belly. You are. Okay. He's my opponent. I just kicked him in the balls. Now, as he's coming down, boom! I want to hook my hand and put his in right here. Then I'm going to take this part of my arm and put it on his throat. Whack! Then I'm going to grab my own hand. I'm going to stand up.
So their head is up.
boom! Whack! Right under here. Whack! And then I'm going to stand up.
Yeah.
So he goes, eh! And that was fine.
Yeah.
But it was still uncomfortable when it stood up. Still put pressure on your neck.
The main thing about it is, yeah, you're going to be crushing the windpipe and separating the vertebrae. So,
Like that.
and you have to do it fast. Now, with us, you do it slowly, but on the actual thing, you can step, because you're basically doing what's called an internal decapitation. So it has the same effect as somebody whose head's been cut off, but you've just done it to the anatomy inside.
Now variations to this is kick, bring him down, grab the chin, whack!
Yep.
So I grabbed his head and his chin, hair and chin.
Not by letting the hair of my fingertip.
And if
if they still have their shit together, they're gonna throw themselves rather than get
Yes.
their neck.
There are many takedowns and throws which actually rely upon the opponent to throw themselves to prevent themselves from being hurt.
What we're trying to do is
You do it fast enough that they can't.
to break that.
Mhm.
So, just keep in mind, these are termination moves.
Yes.
We really only have 4 of them.
Yep.
We got the stomach choke, which is just pop, right? We've got the
Side.
side choke, where this is actually one that I like. Boom, and bring the head right against your hip. And then grab your own hand and pop their neck this way. Right? We have the V choke. Boom, which you get around them, and with your bicep, you hit them in the side of the neck, and let your arm wrap like a snake, real tight. Right? Put your head against them, and make a muscle. Sherrod actually passed out on me. Well,
Let's see
showing
what
him
it's
that.
at.
And then you got the hanging choke. Turn around here. Got the hanging choke. Bam! Where you get behind them. Again, stick this bony part of your arm right on their larynx. Pull them back. And kick your feet up from under you, breaking the front neck. So, the easiest two are the stomach choke, whack, boom, and the side choke. Whack, whoop, whack.
But you see how fast they are because if you try to hold these two eventually, they do not. It's not one of those where you can hold it and they pass out.
Now, they'll be playing mambas on your nuts.
So it's do this to kill them or don't do it at all.
Right.
So the main thing that I learned to as an anchor point in my mind is that you have to put the back of their head under your stomach. So their head will actually be upside down when you do this. So like when you stand all the way up, their head is upside down, their face is going that way. So
No, nope. Grab your own hand.
And get into a middle stance.
No. Too complicated already.
I
So, remember this part of your arm. This arm right here. So, the bony part of your arm. Put it right on his throat. Thumb. Back of his head on my belly. Grab your hand. And put your chin on his back and stand up. Look how ready he got. You know he's losing oxygen when a toughness entrance, right? Yeah, that bald spot is kind of closing in, isn't it?
Here's the easy anchor points. Kick them to get them to bend over. Help them bend over. Put this here, and now the back of their head is here. Other hand comes up underneath, and then you just start to lift. So bring it down, and here, bring it down and left. Lead it right to the right. Put it in place. Up we go. There you go.
Nope.
You got your cue.
There you go.
Yeah.
You gotta keep
Yeah,
real close to him.
You got that's why I said it's like under your stomach. So it's this part here where your stomach comes out a little bit. The crown of their head right here should be under this. It's like
End in.
it's easier if you have a larger stomach because you can just put it underneath. Yeah.
Use the fat.
Nope.
Yeah, I want to
No,
choke you.
You're
right
going
there.
like this.
It's
Stand up.
Yeah,
but now when you do that real slow because it's the
Yeah.
sort of thing where when you get it, it works like that.
that's why I did.
So
I don't
Yeah,
know how
you're
bad
going like this, but no, stand up.
it's
Yeah.
gonna do a little bit.
Right, right, yeah, stand, yeah, straighten your back up.
There you go. You start doing that again.
My, what I noticed was the back of my head was sliding up your stomach. You still achieved it. Starting to get helpful.
No doubt.
But,
And I'm doing my job.
yeah, praying out about, only thing my mom did that morning. When you got it right.
Bring him over.
All the way over.
All the way
All
over.
the way over.
Just lean
You're
over.
leaning over.
Come here, motherfuckers! Yeah, and then get in here.
And then go, wow. And he's dead. I just like cussing him when I'm killing him.
Okay, a little thing that'll help you too is that when you do this, you gotta be in the middle stance. It's like it's really not gonna work very well if you're here like this.
Right.
So you kick them, you bend over, you dump it down up here like this. So you got a nice wide stance, and then from here you go. That's how you get it. You missed.
Right in the balls. Woo! That's gonna get
Elbows
us
down, and
Don't let him pull you.
there
There you go.
Yeah. The reason that happened too was you had a middle stance, but it was about a foot wide. It was like this middle stance. So get a bit wider. Okay, so see how high he is? He's actually on your chest. So
Yeah,
you
now do
get
it
him
from
down
there. Don't let him pull you
There you
forward.
go.
There you go. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it. He's dead. Look at that.
There you
Look at
go.
that head.
Nah, he ain't dead.
Now show him the side choke on Dom so that he can see how twisted it is.
Here. Get him all the way here. Yes. Here.
Exactly. Exactly. That
That one was
his neck goes like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see that. That other one is hiding.
They're both gonna kill it.
Yeah.
So you
But
think if
you
you
do
decide
that-
on the hanging choke, you want the WWE thing in there as a matter of principle?
Yeah.
Because
Quick
yeah,
termination, not.
because
not a choke
I
out.
also have always thought that I don't think that their head is going to pop clean off just because their feet kind of slide out from under it.
No.
But that will do it. So I don't know if you were correctly envisioning what he described for that one. So, but this is where you got around them, and you get them right there, and you haul them like this, and then you go.
Yep. He's one dead mouse.
Yeah.
And you need to throw your body.
I am not kept up.
You need to throw your body all the way out to do that.
You want to try it?
So, right here.
Nope. Grab on wrist.
Grab
Like
your own.
this thing
Oh.
will
So,
give too much
grab wrist.
cushion. So it's right here, and then you push, once you get there, you push it up a little higher. Like that. Use your shoulder to keep his head still. Right. And then get it out, lean him over.
There you go. Look at that. Look at it. Look at it.
Yeah.
Oh, Bob is one dead mother. Yeah.
Grantity.
Now, the only one that takes a while is the V-choke. But it only takes about 6 seconds till they pass out. And after they pass out, you can do whatever neck break you want to.
But you're probably in trouble.
Let me show you how that feels. So here, I'll hit
It's
you.
actually not an air choke.
Back.
Really.
And as I said, I'm going to hit you in the side of the neck with my bicep. Boom. And I'm going to wrap this around. Secure your head.
Marcus, whenever somebody's doing chokes on you, have your hands right by whatever's choking.
Okay.
So that way you can go tap and warn them.
So from here, I'm going to just make a little muscle.
There you go.
So at about,
That's what Sherrod wasn't doing, was he was
at
sitting
about
here with
6
his arm down.
seconds, yeah, and I was going, maybe I don't have this, maybe.
And then he went, accident.
And then, yeah, so you don't let them, whoops, nope, nope, nope.
Yeah. So yeah, always whenever somebody's doing anything like that, or even a joint lock, you'll notice with me, if he's doing a joint lock with me, my other hand, like doing this, my other hand is right here.
Right.
So that if he, like, so yeah, on any choke, it's supposed to be right here. And a little thing, this is good for ukeing, but also good against is as a defense. If somebody starts to do that choke on you for practice, but this also works as defense. What you do is you grab and hold on to their whole forearm as a lever.
And turn your head towards
Yes.
the crook of their arm.
Because now I literally can't do it.
And now you can start biting them.
Right. But like, so as part of this, as part of the training of it, so I'm going to pull you backwards off your feet, but you hold that. So then it's here off your feet, like this. So now that's how you defend against it.
Okay.
Is right there by holding it, so that it can't touch your neck. It's a good thing to, yet another thing, it's like, it's a good thing to program in your head. Is this ever friendly?
Well, it depends on what she looks like.
No.
If she's burnt the butt, no.
No.
She's
So-
trying to rip your head off,
So
so show her
what
money.
I'm saying is that you do that to me.
But if she's Halle Berry, fuck yeah.
This is always a good reflex to have. Is if you feel a shoulder and a forearm coming around, that is a very good thing to have.
He's done that to Bernie.
Because there could be a knife in that hand.
Yeah.
So their next move is like this and goodbye. So if you reflexively grab those, well, now you've got this safe, and now you can start doing something. So it's a good thing to have. Just you feel that go. It's like it's a forearm.
There's surprisingly a lot you can do from that.
Yes.
Well, or you can just shift at the hip and throw.
Depends on if we did one where it's like, yeah, if you're sitting,
Right.
things like that.
We need to get back to doing more scenario training.
Yes.
We generally say that for the higher ranks. Flip Bob back around if you would.
Yeah.
We've got about 10 minutes. I don't know if we can do any more stretching or not.
And all that's left, you got counters against counter blocks, locks out, and then
We've got the 12s.
the 12s, and one self-defense technique against one partner, 1 minute 30 on the back. And the self-defense technique against one partner, have you done that before? This might be your first time.
It's just a free
They-
sparring. Free.
They randomly attack you, you neutralize at the end, just one time.
So, as an example, he's going to attack me. Boom! Boom!
That was it.
So, he stepped towards me. I stopped him, and then I hit.
It's just what you would say. It's like the people watching. If that were a real fight, would a reasonable person think the fight's over now?
Right.
That's basically it. It's like you sprained their knee and broke their face. Done. It's like, so you don't have to hit them 17 times and throw them on the ground and stomp their face.
Right.
Not necessarily, but yeah, it's just each test from here on it'll be more. It'll be 2 against one partner. So that means they'll attack you one time, you'll neutralize them. They stop. Then they attack you again, you neutralize them. And then eventually it's 1 against 2 people. Then 3.
And then
then
master level, it's
10.
4 people.
Oh, 4.
But you have to do 10 techniques against 1, 6 techniques against 2, 4 techniques against 3, 2 techniques against 4. It's a lot of sparring.
So, and then round robin on top of that?
No, that's your round robin.
Well, because like against 4, it's kind of like all at once.
All at once.
Because my 3rd degree, you have an actual round robin where you were calling out names.
I can do that too.
I mean, but
Either way. But that's just one on one.
yeah, it is. Yeah, because it's not very often that anymore.
Yeah,
that you're going,
it's not like in the Kung Fu movies where everybody's standing around
and just doing this until it's their time.
No.
You know, it's 4 people going, "Rah!" You know?
Yeah.
So, if you want to get a quick stretch, you got about 10 minutes.
You know, speaking of that, with a whole bunch of people rushing in, this came to my mind as a piece of knowledge that everybody should have. You remember maybe last year or so how a whole bunch of people in Korea, I think it was, died from getting crushed to death by a crowd?
That happens at concerts.
There's a whole bunch of people all in a confined space, and so many people got packed in that the people in the middle suffocated because they were just being pressed in on all sides. So and that happens from, people aren't recognizing personal space if you're in a crowd, and then it just kind of too many people get into there. So what I read on that was an interesting thing to have, is that if you start to feel like there's way too many people around and that could be a problem, then what you do is you start walking like this. You make a barrel, well, it's a barrel around because what suffocates you is they're pressing your arms down, and then they press your rib cage so that it can't expand anymore, and that's why you suffocate. So if you make a barrel around yourself, then you're using your elbows. People don't want to bump into your elbows. And then in general, it just keeps this wall around you, and that way, it's like, then the crush doesn't ever happen because you're bumping into people who are getting too close.
The whole thing about taking on multiple opponents is you have to be on the attack all the time.
Yes.
You cannot wait for them to get to you.
Nope.
You have to take the fight to them, each and every damn one of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot harder to do than one would think.
You gotta have no compunctions about reaching out and touching somebody.
Right.
Lots of times.
Don't buy into that Enter the Dragon, dungeon fight where Bruce is just standing there punching people. No.
One at a time.
You got to take the fight to that.
Yep. Otherwise, they will
It's more
drive
of a
you.
courtyard fight where he was doing all the attacking.
Yeah. I still think it's hilarious in that movie how, let's just sit down, please. Sit down here. How is it? Some guy got out last night. And I think it was you, Mr. Black Guy with the afro, who did all this stuff. It's like they didn't ask any of them. Like,
Well,
what?
yeah, they saw him out. The guards
Right,
saw
I know,
him,
but the other guards who actually fought Bruce and didn't die, because he didn't kill all of them.
but he knocked them out.
Yeah, but he would have. It's like, was it the black guy with the afro? It's like, there's only so many guests. It's like, or was it that guy? It's like, yes, that was the guy who hit me in the face with the stick real hard.
But
Sorry, they just didn't ask.
and whenever he said, "Yeah, I was outside, but I went the other way." Well, tell me who it was.
Yeah.
Snitches get stitches, man.
Yeah. That guy really had no ability to recruit people to his cause. Like, hey, you want to join
Why?
my
Sell drugs.
Want to join my drug operation? Here's your friend on a meat hook.
Let's give him an acid bath.
It'd be really fun to join our drug selling gang, wouldn't it?
But this is what happens when you say no.
Not really. You can't start out with the offer you can't refuse. They don't even know you. It's like, but I guess the Italians did have to kind of enforce that.
Well, of course it is.
I was listening to that, like how that all got started, and it sounds really dumb. Like they just walked into a store, like back when there was no precedent. You just said, "Pay me for protection." Is it protection from what? Me. It's like, no.
It's a good racket.
I know, but and then
Why do you call it a racket?
then we shoot you all, and then yeah.
The tongue actually started it, and the
Yeah.
Italians picked up on it.
I still can't believe Mom loves the Godfather movies.
There's boobies in it and everything.
And blood and stabbing and shooting and
And a dead horse. And all kinds
Yes.
of stuff.
she just gets so caught up in the drama. Now I'm not saying that she sticks them in on a Friday afternoon to relax. But it's like when they were on, she was glued. Dad said he's like, who are you? Because it's when she was laid up with her leg. She was just glued.
He's just an Al Pacino fan, that's all.
She was just glued watching Godfather. What are you watching?
I'm not gonna say all kinds of rude stuff that's in my brain. Her leg up in the air and her
Yeah.
shorts.
Think about though, that is testament that if you just leave your leg up in the air for a long time, it gets pretty flexible.
Well, I imagine she's a sports person. I imagine she's always been fairly flexible.
Moderately, but I mean like that she got 100% flexibility in that just from laying on the couch and having it elevated.
You have to learn to relax.
Yep. But I mean like if you're literally doing that all day long, then that's what can happen. Like she at the highest level, she's let some of the flexibility go. I've told her you need to keep stretching or it's gonna leave. But she could have done the teacup trick, pretty sure.
Tell her I'll help her.
Yeah.
There, put your ankle right here on my shoulder.
Uh,
I'll stand it now. Like what's that?
disapproval.
That was Shailene. I'm making my picture right now.
That's one of my favorite bloopers ever, where he was still so in character. It's for the third Pirates of the Caribbean. Don't know if you saw that too much.
Yeah, I saw them all.
Yeah. You know where Barbossa, like they summoned Calypso.
It was a dumb one, but
Yeah, it was
I saw
dumb. And she's standing on the deck. So she's the goddess of the ocean and the wind and stuff. And so there's one of the scenes where they're filming, and it was just one of the bloopers. He kneels down and he says, "Oh, great Calypso, we come to you to ask for your aid." And then the wind came up and blew his hat off. And then he said, "You blew me hat off, you bitch." It's like he's still in character because if she's the god of the ocean and the wind, then it's
She could have done that.
She's like, I'm kneeling in front of you and you blow my head off. He had such issues with his props. Like for the next one, like where he had that detachable leg.
Right.
There's a whole blooper where he's supposed to just go click click and try to put it on, and he's just spinning the whole thing, just trying to get that stupid thing hooked back in. And he said, "Ask her it takes ruin."
Yeah, that was Shailene telling me to shut the hell up. That's your mother.
At least while the camera's rolling.
See now, if Ellison had died, I'd have damn believed it was her.
But you would also know that
She loved it.
no,
She
she.
told me to shut the hell up.
I'm saying that she would never want to manifest here.
Probably not.
No connection here.
Right. At one time, yes, but as it turned out, no.
All right. Ready to get that up?
Yep.
Ready?
Hey.
Tuesday and Thursday.
Starting next week.
Okay.
This week is still Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Yeah, starting Monday. Start next week, Tuesday and Thursday and Saturday.
All right.
All right, man. Good job tonight. Kick some ass.
Maybe tomorrow.
All right.
I don't know if I'm getting the girl from cheerleading practice at 6:30 sometime. So.
Okay.
She didn't have no practice today, so
Okay.
I ain't on time. But, yeah. I'm gonna try to make it.
Okay.
All right. Try to be on time.
Yeah.
See ya.
Set this up.
Twitter, that is not okay. That you just are playing audio from the last thing I was looking at.